On. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? And welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers for May 3rd, 2022. We are one day away from Star Wars Day. I wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. Got a handful of news segments, handful of trailers, and actually some fairly big news items. Let's go ahead and jump into the first. As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, we've been seeing a lot of studio acquisitions, and we have another big one that just happened. Embracer Group enters into an agreement to acquire Eidos, Crystal Dynamics, and Square Enix Montreal. So just to give you a quick breakdown of what that really means. So this is, I believe this is Eidos Montreal, all of Crystal Dynamics, and then Square Enix Montreal. So that means that Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, and many more titles are now no longer with Square Enix. And this deal went down for $300 million. Now, you might be saying, Embracer Group, who is this? I've never heard of this, like, developer or publisher or whatever. The interesting thing about this particular group is in the last couple of years, kind of like Microsoft, they have been jumping around just buying a bunch of studios and IPs, and they don't really have anything to show for it yet. So all their studios are essentially making games, and then here in the next couple of years, all of a sudden there's going to be an explosion of games from this Embracer Group under these studios. But I think generally speaking, this was met with mostly positive reactions, especially for the Deus Ex community. The thing is Square, over the last couple years in particular, is pretty much known as the Final Fantasy company. And any other thing that they release, especially from the Western developers, is just considered by them to be not worth it. Like, literally, like, anytime you see a story about a Western studio making a game, you'll always say, or you'll always see the headline of, that game did not meet Square's expectations. And that is because their expectations are insanely too high and not realistic. The most recent case would be the Game of the Year contender Guardians of the Galaxy, which was my Game of the Year. Across the board, it won a ton of awards. Very highly regarded. It's on Game Pass right now. If you haven't played it, play it. It's an incredible game. But according to Square, that game was no good. That game did not meet their expectations. Didn't sell enough. Didn't do good enough. And everybody's like, what are you talking about, you crazy people? And then, of course, we've got the story with the Deus Ex franchise. And I don't know if anybody in chat has ever played those games. I actually never have. But I know that they are very highly regarded as, like, you know, almost like a cyberpunky sci-fi series. And Square essentially just drove that series into the dirt. With the last game that came out, they filled it with, like, weird stuff and microtransactions, and then the community just boycotted it and refused to play it. And so Square was like, "Oh, you don't want to play that game? Okay, fine. We'll never make another one again." And it's just like, what are you doing? So now they no longer have control of it, and the Deus Ex community is like, "Yes, finally. We can get another one," or maybe they'll redo the whole franchise and do it correctly. And so, yeah, very, very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Deus Ex, what happens with Tomb Raider. And, of course, a new Tomb Raider has already been announced. They're making one on UE5, so that is definitely interesting. But, yeah, like I said, just another group out there buying studios, and we'll be seeing over the next 5+ years if anything positive actually comes out of it. So very, very cool. Next story As you may or may not know, Blizzard has been going a little bit crazy over the last few months, like announcing a bunch of games. They just recently announced the World of Warcraft expansion. They announced an entirely new IP that they're coming out with. And then, in addition to Diablo Immortal, which also just had an announcement, today they announced that they have a new mobile game coming out. And you can see what it looks like. We actually have a trailer coming up for this here in just a couple of minutes. But yeah, that was another big story today, the World of Warcraft or Warcraft mobile game. So we'll see what that's all about here in just a minute. Skipping ahead, we have another MMO shutdown. Reported like last week or 2 weeks ago that Terra Online was shutting down. Now we have Forsaken World that is being shut down with the final day of November 30th, 2022. There's so many like little piddly MMOs out there. It's hard to keep track of them. So I looked this one up here real quick. Mostly negative reviews here on Steam. So yikes. And this thing came out September 10th, 2021. So sounds like it was some kind of mobile game that then got converted over to like a PC MMO or something, and it just did not go well. Even as a free-to-play. Like the first review, I was looking through these reviews, and it's like by far the worst free-to-play model ever designed. So it's like, okay, that's not good. Not good at all. And then the final story. And this is another one of these cautionary tales. So it was announced today that the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake is just straight up switching studios. This is a game that has been in development hell for years. And it just kind of makes you think, like, what is happening over there at Ubisoft? Ubisoft seems to have so many games right now that are just completely in development hell, and this is one of them. You've got Skull and Bones, which is another one that has been rebooted like 3 times. Beyond Good and Evil 2, what is going on with that game? And it's just like, what is happening over there? It's absolute madness. So, at least in this particular case, it's being handed over to the studio that like originally did it. So maybe there's some hope there, but I don't know. It's crazy out there. Yeah, better not mess with the Star Wars, Ubi. I don't know. It's crazy time out there. All right, chat, let's go ahead and jump into trailers. So I just mentioned that World of Warcraft mobile game. Let's see what this is all about. I don't know too much on it. So let's see. What kind of game is this? It's a pinball machine. Glub, glub. This game will probably make a lot of money. Where's Hogger at? Alliance and Horde working together. Also, when did the gnomes get laser cannons?
Majesty.
And I'm Adam, and today we have the honor of introducing you to
Warcraft Arclight Rumble!
So what is this
Arclight
game?
Rumble.
What is this game? This is a mobile strategy, fast-paced hero collector
And villain collector.
game that has a vast PvE campaign. It also has dungeons and raids and PvP and co-op and everything you'd expect of a Warcraft game from Blizzard. We love games. We were super inspired by tower defense games. Our game isn't really tower defense. It's more our style to do a tower offense game.
Tower offense,
It's
right?
joyful chaos. And we're aiming to bring our Blizzard best to mobile games that inspire us. Chaos reigns.
All the chaos.
Can't use chaos twice. In basements of taverns all across Azeroth, a mysterious machine has been found. Is it new? Has it always been there? Powered by gnomish engineering and Arclight. This machine has been generating famous and infamous battlegrounds for your entertainment.
So when the battle begins, you'll come to the battlefield with your army, ready to go assault a boss. There's a base for you to defend. If the base dies, your run is over. Also, there's meeting stones on the map. If we control the meeting stone, we can play things close to the boss. If the enemy controls the meeting stone, they're going to come at us a little bit closer as well. There's also towers on the map for you to go capture that let you have a forward position so you can assault the boss
Pew
directly.
pew.
There's also shinies that you can get. There's gold nodes and treasure chests to plunder. You gotta get the shiny.
Give me the shiny!
The more gold that you can get, the more chaos you can rain upon the field.
One of my favorite things about this game is that every mini has their own personality and every single one of them thinks they're the coolest.
I wonder how many heroes they
And
have.
they're all wrong, except for Blackrock Pyromancer. In Warcraft Arclight Rumble, we have 5 families. The Alliance!
The Noble Alliance with a lot of defensive units and spells. There's also the Horde.
Why aren't they calling them
Proud Horde
factions?
that will overpower your enemies.
Why call them families?
But there's also Blackrock to sear a hole in your enemy's defenses. Let's throw
I
down!
summon Ragnaros.
There's of course the Undead.
Who can
Yeah,
bring
these are
a
literally
skeleton
factions.
of troops to the battlefield. And beasts.
Wait, why are they calling them
We
the
also have
undead?
a
Aren't they the
literal
Forsaken?
stampede from the plains and jungles of Azeroth.
With all of the chaos going on with the troops, we need somebody to lead this rabble. Leaders are a way to cater your strategy and build a specific play style that suits you. If you want to play siege units, go for Sneed.
I'm down!
Sneed has a trait called Sneed's Greed that makes all of your siege units grab extra
That
gold.
guy's dead.
My
I
personal
killed him
favorite
like
is
30
Red.
times.
With his ability Black in the Sky, it makes all of your flying units 1 gold cheaper, so you can
See, I think this actually looks fun. I just wish it wasn't on mobile. Like, hopefully they'll give us a
There are
PC
tons
version.
of strategies that you can assemble with this. There are over 60 minis for you to play with.
60
But
heroes,
you don't
okay.
need to have an understanding of Warcraft to be able to embrace the chaos. A sense of exploration and wonder should come across regardless.
Speaking of wonder, let's go play a game. We're gonna do it live. I mean, it'll be edited later, but that's okay. Welcome to Jinroke's Swole Troll Isle.
A taste of strength.
This is a fun map because I did the design for it and Justine did the art. We have our animators and our character artists to make
Wow,
all
how
this
many people
happen.
they got working on
There's
this?
so many people that go into making this a reality.
The goal of the Swole Troll Patrol is to punch your base in the face.
Smash that start button, let's go. Okay. Here comes a troll, he's coming down our lane, and the first thing we're gonna do is have some harpies go say hello. There's a kobold that's already trying to steal gold over there. We're gonna let him go for that though. There's a bat rider coming, and we have a huntress. Let's play a huntress to help this out a little bit. And here comes another swole troll. Let's send out some chickens to meet that swole troll. But those trolls
Send
are
the
definitely relentless.
chickens.
I'm actually gonna lose.
No!
We don't make these maps to be easy.
So it's kind of like a simplified version of a MOBA.
Smash that start button, let's go.
There's
All
only
right,
like
here
2
comes the
lanes.
swole troll, and we need
Or maybe
some
3
harpies
lanes?
to go take care of that swole troll. There's some chickens coming. I don't care about those chickens, but that kobold, I do. That kobold definitely needs to get out of here. Need some more gold, though. Let's go mine this area right here so that we can fuel our harpy addiction. All right, good. Have those chickens come in and peck that swole troll just like it's a snack. Oh my gosh, look at all of these units coming in here. But 1 chain lightning is all we need. Hopefully that kobold sneaks by. Aw, there you go.
Woo!
Overtime.
Oh, we're in overtime.
Overtime.
All right.
Down to the wire.
Harpies, come on. Time's running out.
Too close.
All right, all right, all right.
Wonder if this
Let's
is.
do a wombo
I
combo.
wonder if they have a versus AI mode and then a actual PvP mode.
I shoot up. Stretched.
That's just one of the 70+ maps that we have for you to play. All
70
over Azeroth.
maps? Jeez.
One of my favorite maps is going back to Stranglethorn, deep in the jungle, is Gurabashi Arena. King Mukla is there with his banunchucks and banandalier.
There's a couple of apes in Ungaro that have some banana arm moons. We've got the Benini gun by Ukluk. Ungaro also
That's
has
just
Devil Sword
Winston.
Queen, the tyrant of the area, and she comes stomping down, and you just have to take her down before she bites your base.
Tasty base. There's always going to be unique challenges depending on each map. When it comes to maps that require you to be able to take charge of the high ground or combat massive cannon bombardment from a ship, there's so many ways that you can customize your minis using talents. Their abilities can be augmented in all different sorts of directions.
Maiev has a really awesome talent called Cloak of Shadows. Wherever you play her
Again,
on the
I just
map,
really
she will
wish this
cast
was a
smoke
PC
bomb
game.
and stealth everything around her, so you can make a mobile assault squad anywhere on the map. Warcraft.
Warcraft!
Arclight.
Arclight!
Rumble. This game has
See,
so
that's
many ways to
actually,
play varied content every single.
As somebody who used to work in marketing, what they're doing there is they're repeating the name over and over, so it gets stuck in your head, so you remember what the name of this game is. I'm sure you guys have heard the rule of 3.
Single day, every single week. You get to play a new dungeon every week.
We didn't talk about dungeons!
We didn't talk about dungeons. You can play dungeons solo, or if you want to play co-op, you can as well.
Oh, there's
Talk
co-op.
about co-op!
We forgot to talk about co-op. Co-op, you can join a guild, you can play with your friends.
You can join a guild and you can fight your friends!
Fight. You can go play raids with them. There's so many things to do in this game.
We didn't talk about raids!
You're just gonna have to stay tuned for more information, aren't you?
Closed beta is coming to limited regions soon, so keep an eye on social media for more information. On behalf of the team, we are so excited for you guys to get your hands on this, and we really, really look forward to your feedback and input.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Enjoy the joy.
Enjoy the chaos. The chaos! It never ends!
Yeah, I think that looks good. I just wish it wasn't a mobile game.
Chaos.
Oh, hold on. They're showing something else. It's going to be interesting to see what the microtransaction store looks like. Because I'm assuming it's free to play. Is it just going to be skins for your heroes? Or actually, no, you're probably going to have to buy the heroes. That's probably what it is. It's gonna be like League of Legends where you just buy the heroes. Maybe they have certain ones that are free, like that rotate weekly or something. You'll probably be able to unlock a couple by just, you know, free.
What's the plan?
All right, there you go, chat. All right, next up is a trailer for a game that is coming out tomorrow. We've seen some trailers on this game before. It looks really, really good, and this game's on Game Pass. Taking a look at Trek to Yomi, if I'm saying that correctly. Ready for some more samurai games? I will definitely be streaming this. Could be Saturday. Wait, that said May 5th, but I thought it was tomorrow on Game Pass. Either way, it's within a couple days. That game looks great. All right, next up, we have a free expansion for a game called Eldest Souls. This is a pixel art Dark Souls game. Let's take a look.
Entrenched within the very bowels of the earth, rots an ancient abyss. The Forgotten Depths. A general with naught to command. An air of crippling malcontent. And a king consumed with the elongation of his own hollow existence.
I feel like if there was like nothing else out, I'd like to give this game a try. There's just too many games out. Out now. Not on Game Pass, though. Dun 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 dun. Play it on Xbox. All right, next up, we have a release date announcement trailer for... And I'm trying to remember whether or not we've seen this game or not. The game is called... Let's see if I can actually say this correctly. It's got kind of a weird name. I think it's called Thigh Mesa? Let's take a look. Yeah, which game is this?
Rated M for mature.
Oh, this one. Okay. This one's got, like, crazy cool combat. Yeah, it's like a fast-paced, like, hack and slash. It's like an undead bat. August 9th. It's only a PS5 game. That'll probably come to PC, I imagine. Team 17 usually is pretty PC crazy. All right, final trailer of the day is another game that comes out here in 2 days, also on Game Pass. This one I really want to see more on. I think this game has the potential to be really, really cool, and shoot, it's on Game Pass, so we're going to go and try it. So this is called Citizen Sleeper.
Wake up, sleeper. Dreaming again?
I do like me a good sci-fi game.
Every cycle, you take your chances. You roll your dice. You do the work, get paid, survive. You turn up for your friends, or you don't. That's life on the eye.
But yeah, it's like a story-driven
Wake up, sleeper.
choice adventure game.
Your body is dying. Planned obsolescence. SNRP's gift for its escaped workers. But we can fight this. You can
Skill
remake
tree?
yourself here. They don't own you anymore.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break
But yeah, it reminds me a lot of Disco Elysium if Disco Elysium was a sci-fi game.
Secrets. We are waiting.
Yeah, that game looks crazy. It's like I can't really, other than Disco Elysium, I can't really compare it to anything else. No, we don't want your YouTube ads. Get out of here. So yeah, that could be pretty cool. But yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That'll go ahead and do it for gaming news and trailers. For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.